Eve says all we can do is wait. I'm so certain the worst was over for my niece. I hate to think what happened to her last night after she left here by herself.
You know, I still don't get how she left the hospital, wound up in Castleton unconscious on some train tracks.
Thank God you came along when you did. I mean, if you hadn't, that train would have...
You're a real hero, son.
It wasn't me. I mean, your daughter's the one that wanted to take the shortcut back to Harmony. You know, if we hadn't, I never would have seen her lying on the tracks. Kay's the one that saved her life.
The worst part is, I did it to myself, Simone.
Did what?
I talked Miguel into taking the shortcut home because I thought we'd have less of a chance of running into Charity. And instead, there she is, just laying on the train tracks.
Poor Charity.
Poor Charity? Please. Every time I turn around, she's gotten herself into some new dire jeopardy.
You make it sound like it was her fault. Her mother died in a fire, a house burned down, she almost got hit by a train.
Look, there's no better way to bond with a guy than to have him save your life. He already rescued her from a fire, and now this?
Kay.
She'll be all over him now. What kills me the most is that if I just listened to Miguel and taken the main road, we never would have seen her. You know, there we were, walking along, having a nice time together. And all of a sudden, I see her stretched out on the train tracks just begging to be rescued by Miguel.
I thought Miguel was the one who saw Charity first.
Well, what I meant was, it can't be. Oh my God.
What's wrong, Kay?
Nothing. Kay!
You saw Charity on the tracks first and you weren't gonna tell Miguel?
No, I didn't say that.
But you considered it.
No, I would have told him.
When? Before or after the train ran over Charity? Please tell me you're not that cold-blooded, Kay.
My God.
Tell me you wouldn't have let that train hit Charity.
Okay, the thought flashed through my mind, but it was just a flash. I swear, Simone, I would have told Miguel in time.
Sure you would, baby.
Jessica, what are you doing eavesdropping on my private conversation?
It's not eavesdropping when the person you're listening to is a monster.
I'm not a monster. Okay, it's true that I wish Charity had never come into our lives, but I wouldn't want her to die. Not like that, anyway. That's not what I meant, okay? I don't want her to die at all. But I swear, if you tell anyone what you just heard, you'll wish you were dead.
I won't tell. But it's not to save your neck. It would hurt Mom and Dad and Miguel too much to know you have a big empty hole right where your heart should be.
Sticks and stones, Jessica. Besides, no one would believe you because thanks to me, Charity's fine. I'm the one who told Miguel to take the shortcut home.
You were lucky, Kay. There's such a thing as going too far for love.
Oh, like you wouldn't do anything for Chad, Simone.
Who's Chad?
Not like you, Kay. I would never risk someone getting hurt because of a guy.
What about last night? Seems to me that you hurt your mom and Whitney plenty all because of Chad.
You did that over some boy, Simone?
A boy she only just met. At least I've been in love with Miguel for years.
You can't compare what I did for Chad and what you would do for Miguel. It's completely different.
How do you know until you've been pushed as far as I've been? Before last night, you never thought that you'd talk back to your mom and sneak out of your house and go to the pool hall on the other side of town?
You went to the pool hall? Simone, weren't you scared? That place has a really bad rep.
A little at first. But then, I don't know. It was so exciting. Different from any other place I've been. There's a whole world out there I never even knew existed.
Dangerous. Like Chad, right?
There's just something about him. The way he talks and acts, the places he goes. He's so much cooler than any of the guys at school.
He's a bad boy, that's why.
He is not.
I didn't mean that he was a bad person. I just meant that he doesn't play by the rules, you know? He's got an edge about him.
Yeah, an edge.
I'd be attracted to that type, too, if I didn't have Miguel.
What are you smoking, Kay? You do not have Miguel, and you never will. The only girl for him is Charity, and you know it.
Hi, Charity. How are you doing?
Why is he here?
Listen, you don't have to be afraid of me.
Miguel's the one who rescued you.
If you did that, then thank you. But I really wish you'd leave. You frighten me.
It's okay. I get the message.
I'm sorry. I just don't feel safe around him.
Old news, Kate. Miguel likes you the same way he likes Reese. Just someone to hang out with while he waits for Charity to get better.
That's not true. Besides, we don't even know when Charity's gonna remember Miguel. Maybe never. She's still afraid of him right now.
Pretty convenient if you ask me. How'd you pull that off?
Me? Jessica, I may be good, but it's not like I can do mind control.
You did something to Charity.
Forget it, Jessica. You don't know what you're talking about.
I know whatever it is, it can't last forever. Eventually, Charity will remember what Miguel meant to her before the fire, and they'll be back together tighter than they were before.
I wouldn't be so sure. Come with me. I have something to show you. Ta-da!
Oh my gosh.
You kept saying you were gonna turn Mom's sewing room into your own bedroom, but
I don't like to think of it as a bedroom, Jessica. I like to think of it as a love nest.
a love nest.
Like Joey's and Dawson's. Miguel can even sneak up on the porch roof late at night if he wants to.
No offense, Kay, but Dawson's nuts about Joey. Why would Miguel do that?
Duh. At first to play video games or watch TV or listen to cool music. Whatever it takes for him to get over Charity. But once he is, you can bet there'll be other reasons he'll want to come up here. You'll just have to use your limited imaginations about that.
I mean, we were so close before the fire. Where did this fear of hers come from?
I don't know. But I'm sure she's gonna get past it. You just gotta give her some time.
I'll give her all the time in the world. And at least she's safe now. That's what's important.
Listen, why don't you get back to school? I think you've missed enough already this year.
I guess you're right. I'll check in later.
Okay.
Say something, Simone.
I'm too blown away. You've thought of everything.
I know. Except, A, how you're going to get Miguel in here alone with you, and B, what Mom and Dad will do to you if you do get him in here.
Not a problem. Miguel's still very upset about Charity being scared of him, so he needs a nice, quiet, private place where he can go to shake off his stress. And as far as Mom and Dad go, they trust Miguel completely. They don't think anything of him being up here.
Well, whatever happens with you and Miguel, I'm just glad I don't have to share a room with you anymore.
The feeling's mutual. This room is my haven, my sanctuary. You know, I finally got the two things I've always dreamt of. Privacy and Miguel. If only there was a way to get rid of Charity for good. A nice way. Hey, Miguel. It's good to see you back at school.
Thanks.
How's Charity?
She still doesn't remember much.
What about you? I mean, how was she around you?
The same. She's still scared of me.
Really? That's awful.
Well, I'm sure she'll start remembering when she hears you're the one who saved her life.
I'm afraid not. Dr. Russell told her and it didn't make any difference. Charity just doesn't like having me around. I don't know why. She admitted she doesn't either.
She'll get over it, Miguel.
I hope so. I mean, but who can say for sure? She's been through so much. And she didn't deserve any of it. And why do these terrible things keep happening to her?
You can't give up on Charity, Miguel. Would Leonardo give up on Kate? Would Ross give up on Rachel? Would Bo give up on Hope?
We get the picture, Jessica.
Don't worry, Jess. Nobody's giving up on anybody. But I'd better get to class.
See you later, Miguel.
Yeah. Thanks again for last night, Kay. If it weren't for you, Charity would... I'll never forget what you've done for me.
Come on, Miguel.
What are you smiling about?
Well, it doesn't look like Charity's getting her memory back anytime soon. She could be in the hospital forever.
Please say you're not giving up on Charity, Miguel.
I couldn't give up on her if I wanted to. She means too much to me. I just need to find a way to spark her memory. And I will.